Manages to get out of there. Oh. Okay, so while the CS discrepancy is ridiculous, you know, in the mid lane, FNG has saved him. He is literally his hero.
He's been making some big plays here. That first TP gank was nice.
FNG. The sleeping creeps, you can just juke right by them now.
And they won't bother you.
Yeah, they don't mind their own business.
Alright, so Pudge is just in the jungle, and of course they don't have any more stuns after the shaker, so they just let him go.
He just walked away. Yeah, well, yeah, that's kind of it's a pretty telltale sign, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the lack of support heroes and just heroes in general that can do anything at this stage of the game is it's just not there.
Oh, Jesus! Haven't seen a tornado like that one in a while. Like,
did he miss?
it was.
Oh, he did.
Oh, missed the mana burn too. You know, like we were talking about how rare it is to see Qualifier Invoker. Obviously, like you know, Iceberg probably hasn't played it in years, or at least not very regularly.
I imagine there aren't many Invoker players that sit there and go, Jesus, I can't wait to play with some Qualifier Invoker.
Yeah, it's not how the Invoker player thinks, right?
Exactly. They want to be making these big Sunstrike plays, split pushing across the map, getting level 20 and stuff.
Yeah, like picking up their keyboard, doing like tornado Sunstrikes while not looking at their screen, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. They want to be making the big plays.
They don't want to be playing against Medusa Lich mid lane. I can tell you that much. That is something that does not come into their mind.
Alright, so we've talked about him on rough lane phase, which, you know, it's just what happens against these heroes, right? Qualifier Invoker, no damage, but Pudge has been able to make some big plays. I feel like I have to expect this at some point, right? At some point, Rasta or Pudge is going to make a rotation into one of these lanes, either the mid or top lane, and make something happen. And if they could dodge it, it's going to be great for Medusa, right? She's going to continue to free farm.
It's hitting a lot of ancients. Oh my god.
That's good.
Well, it's definitely good for M19.
That's right.
I think I like the win. Is that he's giving me the okay again?
Oh boy, not back to this.
Oh, here we go.
He's tilted now.
He's definitely not happy. Oh, FMG looking for Nick's top.
Yeah, top top. Nice.
Fuck is it connects in. Not the jumper chain he was looking for. And he's just gonna go down the foam. Ooh, ooh. He made them work for it.
Just there to watch.
Yeah.
It's hoping for some of that sweet experience. So Timbersaw goes down to his little brother, the Clockwork. Very unfortunate.
Tough times. Like I haven't seen M19 do anything.
Well, that's because their heroes can't do anything, right? Is anybody scared of a Lich walking at them in this game? Nope. Shaker? Nope. He's level 3. Even if he was higher level, it's not like he could go to this high kill lane with the Underlord to make something happen, or this Timbersaw who's getting dumpstered by his little brother. I don't know. They just can't go anywhere to make a play, right?
It's real tough.
The sad thing is, too, like, when you think of what timing will allow them to make some sort of play, it actually might just be Shaker's Blink Dagger, which is, you know, basically a full Blink Dagger away. Well, Nyx gets hooked. Phobos has hooked in 3 seconds. Can they get him?
I think they can. I think she might go down though.
Alright.
A walk call. They have he has it up again. Managing Timber Chain now. Big play by Nick, but Phobos isn't too happy with it. Oh, is he gonna
Phobos might be next. Lich is coming in hot. Watch out for the big Frost Blast. Oh, just kidding. It's just the armor.
Oh my god. It's such a struggle to watch, to be honest.
It just looks so funny, right? When you have all these heroes rotating it, but then you think, wait, he doesn't have a spell to contribute.
Yeah, like the only reason that Team Spirit even died is because they overextended, right?
Right.
Like Pudge walked into a Timbersaw. That's it. Oh.
All right.
We'll move away from that.
I caught that as well.
That's the second time that's happened.
Alright, Shane, stop. Control yourself.
It's hard. It's hard.
You're moving into the realm of bullying.
Not really. I'm allowed to laugh. No?
Nah, we all are. It's just...
Mistakes happen. If you can't laugh at them, what's the point, right?
That's true.
I'd laugh at myself. I do this stuff all the time. They managed to get the hook in. Pikachu get the
Big
ulti
chain?
off.
Oh, this is good or bad?
Battery assault still hits. Chain falls. Fisher misses.
Oh no.
Oh,
Big pit of
busy.
balls coming in.
The firestorm hits. It does a little bit of damage.
They walk away.
No, let's see Brex. I'm finding it hard to compose myself. Well, oh! I like the wind doesn't hit any ancients that time. Manages to pick Blizzy off with a very nice rotation, actually.
Check out what happens if you don't hit ancients on the eclipse. Good things happen.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Boy, top lane, FNG might get caught out. You may decent mid lane, Pikachu's back. Timbersaw's TPing in. They want to be a little bit careful. Iceberg is very low on health.
He's playing a dangerous game, but you know, who's gonna kill him?
That's a very good point.
FNG gets Fisher blocked off.
Nice Fisher block. Timber's just dancing around on the high ground there.
Just the vacuum dismembered.
Nearly gets a turnaround kill, but just a little short on that FNG.
Alright, so we flame this lineup for not being able to do anything in Shane. You know what? They made us eat our words. They're doing things.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They've killed FNG twice.
It's tough, right? Like it's
Tough.
It is really hard. Okay, but you know their lineup might not do anything now, but it will eventually.
That is true. They will scale very nicely into the late game, and hey, Medusa and Timbersaw, they're pretty farmed. I guess the only... Jesus, Beaver is so farmed.
On the Shadow
3,000 net worth on the Shadow Shaman, yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, he's a monster actually. They managed to defend their tower with the ward push as well, so like they bought themselves some time.
Yeah, very true.
How did they kill Luna? Like when Luna gets this, like he has Mask of Madness, he's already very fast. Hook hits, FNC gets him. Tornado misses. Hook misses.
Well, that's not what they wanted.
Ideally, you know, it could have been better.
It sure could have, but you know, that's life, right? You've got to live with what happened. You can only move on. You gotta look forward, right? You can't sit there and go, Jesus, we missed our spells. That's just not how the game's played.
Nah, that's really not.
Oh, check it out.
What was once? They're going from behind. He has a blade man on his threads. He's really fat. Hook, FNG. Suppose. Medusa ulti goes out. Everyone's just kind of walking away. It's the walk away.
Alright.
Eclipse has used blade mail to return though. Oh, I like to do might just die. Pikachu gets him. Very nice. That blade mail from Nick's doing a lot. Beaver is just in the back lines, killing everyone. Okay, Pikachu gets a double kill. So, we were saying that M19 don't do anything, right? But they don't need to. If Team Spirit just throw themselves at them.
That's true, right? Team Spirit's coming to them.
Yeah, they're diving their tier 1 tower. They're like missing all their spells and then continuing to fight mid lane.
Look on the mid.
EMP not hitting, so they're just gonna have to slowly right click him down and they're not gonna be able to.
Alright, Medusa's simply too tough to be taken down and he's just gonna walk away.
Oh.
I like the wind coming in.
It's just the old threaten. That's what that was.
You know, that was the big shrine movement, right? Or the shrine being moved.
That's true, yeah.
If that was the old shrine, he would have had him there. You know, that was such a... The fight went so well because of this Timbersaw's blade mill, right? He ended up killing the Luna, basically.
Yep.
And then Medusa was able to right-click him down and kill him. They didn't need to expend their stun, their Pit of Malice, in order to kill this farm Luna.
Like, Pikachu's just standing there. Like, literally just standing there using split shot. It's... That's all he's been doing. And he's getting kills. And he's topping on net worth. This is not good for Team Spirit at all. You know, all of these fights, you can see how Team Spirit have the advantage, right? But not when they use all of their spells. Before, they miss out everything. And then they continue to fight after it. They just press it.
Yep. It's so hard to just start these team fights when you use all your spells like that on Medusa, right? If they just sit and wait for different targets, maybe it's better. Hook down bottom, busy. Level 1 Sunstrike coming in.
Every little help.
Phobos is so farmed on his clockwork.
come from Midas. Yeah, I like this. Okay, like I feel that Team Spirit recognize the strength of M19's draft, right? And they're worried about it. They're like, oh, that's why they're pressing it so much. And when you're playing like that, you do miss spells, right? Because you're under a lot of pressure. Can they hit this hook? Andrew's thinking about it. He's doing the maths right here. Oh, Pikachu gets his ulti off. Eclipse. It's nothing. He gets turned to stone and is unable to do anything. Iceberg. What does he have to follow up? Not much. Blizzy turns it around with the pit. Chain Frost hits on 3 creeps.
Take out the wolf family.
He's trying to juke with the drums. He's very fast, but not fast enough. Yeah. Again, initiating on Medusa. Lads, stop doing this. You know, Phobos knows what's up. He's got the Midas on the way out to him. You know, he's like, I'm not fighting these guys. This is not working out. If we wait until the later stages, Phobos knows what's up. He's got the Midas on the way out to him. You know he's like, I'm not fighting these guys. This is not working out. If we wait until the later stages, Phobos knows what's up. He's got the Midas on
laning against these heroes. His gold is coming from like team fight contribution, even though he only has like 3 assists, whatever. He's in like the vicinity to grab.
He nearly has his second blink.
Yeah,
Tornado hits on 2. It's a cold snap follow up. They managed to hit him. FNG can't finish him off now. Just slowing that blink down a little bit. Not a huge amount. He has 1.9k gold. He's getting very close. So one thing I was going to point out there, you saw the problems of Invoker, right? The Quaswex Invoker doesn't have a lot of mana. His spells cost shitloads, like 60 mana for Invoke, 150 Tornado, 125 EMP. He has 855 mana. If he doesn't hit the EMP, he won't be able to contribute anything.
Yeah, luckily for him, EMP is not that difficult to land off the Tornado, even though it has been missed before. I'm sure he's gonna land them all the time.
Yeah. He did go for the Midas. Big fan of that. Let's slow it down. You know, Team Spirit. There's no need to rush it.
I think it's totally fine for them to just take the tier 1s and tier 2s and then go back and farm a bit. They don't need to.
Tornado hit into the hook. Nice combo.
Okay.
Bit of Malice is laid down, just defending the wards a little bit, trying to stop Medusa from clearing them down. Just a bit more damage to tier 2 tower. Okay.
Oh, that's a 5-man rotation though to defend the tower from wards. Now Team Spirit can go back to keep farming. I mean, look at Phobos. He's just farming up a storm. Right, hand Midas picked up recently. And he has 1600 gold again.
Yeah, like so. One thing about M19's draft, while the Hurricane Pike nicely used to dodge the Tornado. While Medusa is the only one that can kill the wards, they can't just send Medusa on his own to kill the wards because he's their main hero, their carry. So they need to protect them, and to protect them, they kind of need everyone.
Yeah, they do need to bring the troops. I feel like they brought too many.
Go? Oh boy, he has a Soul Ring, some wards. What's he going for here? The lens is nearly finished. As I say that.
He's about to die.
That's a 4-man rotation. Again.
Alright, so now they see the Shaker Blink Dagger, right? That's what that was.
He said it wouldn't be missed again, Brooks.
Anyways, so we have DK Phobos split pushing out of Clockwork here, hitting this tier 2 tower, doing tons of damage. Wowzers.
Wow! He has a 4-star finish.
Nicely done.
I don't know, like, do you still think 4-staff's the item if you're being greedy? Or do you like...
I think it is.
Yeah?
I think, when you look at this lineup, right, you get a 4-staff, how are they going to kill you?
That's true.
You can force out of the Pit of Malice, from the Shaker Fissure block comes in.
2 and 1. This Hurricane Pike is giving Iceberg nightmares.
Oh,
they got one! It's like fishing! They managed to grab Lich with the hook on the way out.
Alright, well that's a pretty good answer to the Dark Rift, right? Just pull one out.
Very nice. Okay, Weaver gone for the lens on top of the drum. He has all these like small, pretty expensive items. He's doing very well for himself. 5.3k net worth.
Yeah, pretty much on par with the Offlane Underlord.
This lens is actually so much better for Shadow Chapman now. He didn't really care about the magic damage. He only cared about the range. Now with the change, it doesn't give you the spell amp, but it gives you a higher range. I think it's
Yeah,
75
I feel like
extra.
it was always built for the range, right? Except like on Zeus, I guess.
There's a mixture. Like it on Tinker, you get it for both.
Oh, that's true. I guess it's there. I just never really pay attention to it too much. So, I mean, this game is at the point where, you know, Team Spirit, they were able to take early tier 1s, but every time M19 defended, and they're able to get something out of it, right? They have 7 kills, and, you know, they got 7 kills not from ganking, but from just defending and,
Never,
like, taking
not
the fights.
once did M19 make a move that got them a kill.
No. They don't gank. That's not possible with their heroes. Really.
And Team Spirit have calmed down a bit as well. They're no longer doing the crazy, you know, 5-man behind the tier 1 tower mid kind of scenario. They're just relaxed now. They've got the Midas on Phobos. He's farming up. He has the heart in his quick buy. You know, Invoker's like...
Alright, he's got dreams.
Invoker's like, okay, Iceberg. You know, I can just farm. I'm going to become a real Invoker one day. Like Pinocchio, you know? And, I like it. Don't pressure yourself too much to try and fight. You know?
They have an early lead, right? And now they can use this early lead to maintain some map control and then try to outfarm the enemy, because you can't make these 5-man behind the tower shenanigans anymore against the Blink Shaker, right? It's just suicide.
Yep. I want to see the Cataclysm. I haven't seen it yet. It's pretty good.
He's only 7 levels away.
It's true, and he did get his talent at level 10, so there is hope we will see it. Do you think, it depends on the game. Okay, so for this game, for example, I wouldn't mind if he didn't get that many points in Exhort. Sure, he won't do that much damage, but I don't think he's really needed for damage right now. Because they're not ever going to fight, are they? They're just going to farm for the next...
He's going to need him eventually to be useful, right? The levels in Quas are probably, like, his least, like, well-scaling skill, I would have to say.
The one thing I like it against is Dark Rift, Earthshaker spells, Timbersaw. None, like 3 of these heroes can't do anything.
They have no way to break it right now.
Yep.
Alright, what's the translation?
Problem, I think he's gone to the toilet.
Oh, alright. Makes sense to me.
And now they're making jokes about the number, I think.
Oh my, Gyro's here too.
He looks a bit crazy, this Gyro.
Yeah, he does. Alright, so at least you know, Timbersaw's...
Let's look at the items. Let's talk about the items.
Yes. There we go. Timbersaw's working towards his Lotus Orb now. And it's really good against the lineup, right? It removes the Cold Snap. Pudge can't eat the target. Shadow Shaman doesn't want to mess with that either. It's nice. I mean, he's got like an odd Timber build, right? Where he's using Bloodstone Rush and stuff. Sometimes a Hood, sometimes a Pipe. But Blade Mill was super good against the Luna in these team fights, and I don't know. I think it's good.
I agree.
It looks nice.
He knows his hero can do a lot if he gets later in the game, but right now he needs not to farm or to scale. He needs to just fight for the moment, right? Earthshaker has Blink. Lich, not really doing anything, but Lich doesn't.
He's got
really
his core.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything, right? He's a Lich.
No matter what items he has, he's gonna do the exact same thing. He's gonna Frost Arm his friends, eat some creeps, throw some Chain Frost out.
I wonder though, like, once the Guardian Greaves comes out, once the Lotus Orb comes out, it's gonna be a lot harder for Team Spirit. Like we were talking about, this is the correct thing for them to do, but it's gonna be hard. You know, the game is gonna be a lot harder than they expected it to be with their draft, I think.
Yeah, very true.
And their timings are not gonna be even close to what they had hoped.
I feel like they imagine themselves being in a much more dominant position, but it's not too late, right? If they can make something happen in the next few minutes, take Roshan, run down some lanes, they're still totally fine, but M19 are probably not too upset about their positioning either, even though they're behind in net worth. Medusa's super fat, right? Highest net worth hero in the game, very tanky, difficult to kill. Shaker has Blink Dagger. Like, they have tools that they can work with too.
Medusa. She's got her Skadi is nearly complete. That'll help with the control as well. Like, she's gonna be so difficult to kill. You know.
Yeah.
There's no natural Medusa killer in the game. Luna's a kind of keeping up in net worth, but just as heroes go, Medusa just beats Luna in my opinion.
Right. In fights, Luna can't just sit there and man up through the stone gates. That's not how it's gonna play out.
And Medusa can like AoE everyone else down at the same time. It's gonna be tough. I'd like to see like a Radiance from Phobos or some sort of Shivas, some sort of like magical damage. AoE magical damage is what I think.
It feels like he's in a position to like carry this game pretty hard, right? He's super farm those clockwork, but what does he really buy? I mean, I don't think he's gonna go for the heart.
I don't think so.
He's thinking about it. It probably sounds nice, but I don't feel like that's the right item.
What do you think is better?
I think just going for like an Ags into some tanky build like the Shivas, for example, would be better, just so he can get his spells off multiple times, because all he has to really do is get in, get out, reset, repeat over and over, and they're probably not going to be able to kill him right away. So,
I guess the benefit of this actually, right? So, if you look at Medusa, the split shot isn't toggleable anymore, right? It's always on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, it's a passive.
Okay, I was not aware of that.
If he gets a Heart of the Rask and he goes in with the blade mail on, Medusa, she has to attack him. Or attack no one, right?
I guess.
That's the choice she's given. Right. Here we go. Can maybe a little alacrity on this catapult. Well, he can't really be throwing alacrity willy-nilly, I guess, with high level or the mana cost of invoke. No Aghanims inside. Nyx goes in. And that's pretty much it. Yume's looking for a blink on Earthshaker. Oh. They're somehow killing Iceberg. Holy crap!
Oh, dies in the Ghost Walk.
He just died to a Timber Saw. There was no lockdown used there at all.
They don't need lockdown.
Is Viper gonna go in as well? They're catching him. Nyx is doing a lot of damage. Oh, the juke shoes are on though. Clips is here. Where are you guys going?
Wait.
What's happening? I like to win is just like, I don't know, distracting them so Shadow Shaman could escape.
Alright, that was a pretty sweet juke.
That was. Very nice juke.
Okay, that's interesting. I really didn't notice that the split shot was always on.
Yeah. Oh, mid lane. They get the Echo Slam onto Phobos. One of the more farmed heroes. They kill him. Pikachu gets the kill as well. Okay, well, draft-wise, we were talking about Spirit having a pretty significant advantage. It seems like their execution is not on point today.
No, and now all of a sudden M19, they look like they're online.
It's a difficult kill now. They use the Eclipse. BKB is used from Electric Wind, so that he doesn't take that blade mail damage. He's pushing forward, goes in for the Lucent Beam, turns on the Pikachu. Pikachu gets hooked. So he doesn't really care about that at all. In fact, if anything, it helps him.
The sound from the stone gates is like freaking out.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
He was trying his best to lock down someone, but nothing really happens.
Yeah, okay. I don't see this Musu dying, like, ever. Especially with the Hurricane Pike, the Dark Rift being available. Like, what do they do at this point?
You need some Super Saiyan Invoker to come online here.
Oh, that's true.
You need the split push. I think kill everyone else. You know, kill Lich, Earthshaker, Underlord, Timber. They're not that as difficult to kill. And then from there, just push high ground with Alacrity on a catapult, with wards. They push really fast, actually.
You know, I guess Medusa is not really one of these carriers that prefer going for BKB, right? So Invoker can keep him disabled for a really long time. Right?
He
Tornado, Ice Wall, definitely blast. Oh, well. Alright.
Well. Oh, Team Spirit though, getting the Roshan. They give it to like the win, very nice. He's closing in his Manta style. It's not too helpful this game actually at all. Manta style. I think it's.
No, it actually might not.
It might be a negative because it gives Earthshaker more damage. It's good for the mana or the mana snake, Mystic Snake, the Chain Frost.
These illusions look like they're gonna die instantly.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's still good for Luna, you know, to push lanes, split push, that kind of stuff. But Yeah, I'm not convinced by this item at all, actually. I would prefer a Hurricane Pike.
You know, sometimes people go for S and Y instead of Manta in this exact scenario where the illusions don't do anything, right? Even the Firestorm probably kills the illusions in like 3 ticks.
Trying 100%, boys.
That's right, now you guys know.
I actually think it might be a negative that he buys Manta.
Right, giving the Medusa more mana off the snake.
Earthshaker more damage, Chain Frost
Yeah.
things. One good thing, you know, if you do kill this tier 3 tower, and you do pop your Manta cell, you will take their base in seconds. It's really good at that.
That is true,
And
if they can ever get there, right?
And this, right? You can push out the waves.
You know, it has applications, just not in a team fight.
Yeah, in team fights, and that's kind of where they're lacking, right?
Yeah, their team fights feel like they have the potential to be won, right? But then something goes wrong, something, you know, doesn't go their way.
What's there something?
Spells being missed.
Uh-huh.
They had a lot of skill shots, right? You got the tornado, you've got the 2 hooks.
So you're saying they don't have the skill?
No, that's not what I said at all.
Yeah, it's definitely hard.
Shane, have you ever watched basketball?
No, I've not.
Alright, never mind.
I've played
Point
basketball.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't hit every shot.
They don't. But they hit, you know, a reasonable amount of them.
Are you saying this is not a reasonable amount?
Yeah, I'm saying it feels like Team Spirit are under pressure. It feels like they're not playing their game at all. The fights are so scrappy and so all over the place. Like tornadoes are being missed by Iceberg. Like honestly, he's one of the invokers I love to watch. And he just seems like he's not himself.
He's not himself, he's a Quas Wex move, that's why.
Exactly.
No, but I feel like those early fights where they end up like diving into tier 1s and stuff where they didn't have hookshot up and they just didn't have the abilities and they walk into like big chain frost and stone gazes and stuff where they go up Medusa, it's like these are probably fights that they shouldn't lose, honestly.
FMG gets the hook. This could be a very nice pick off on Morel. Well played. Just getting the pick off. That's what I like to see. You may just kind of pieced on him.
Oh yeah, he was gone.
Oh.
He wanted none of that.
Can they find anyone here? Blizzy on the Underlord is pretty far forward. 4 stuff in his inventory now as well. He's quite difficult to kill. What does Iceberg go for talent wise? We still didn't get the talent. The wards are placed mid lane. They're pressing forward, going for that push, knowing there's no ice armor from the Lich, so it's a bit of a window for them.
Wow, that is a window. That tower died real fast.
It's maybe a little taste of what's to come.
Yeah, perhaps. They still have the Aegis available. Look at this. Attacking Radiant bottom tier 2 tower. He defended it, don't worry. Everything's good.
Thank you for not making me worry.
Good. You know, he went from being passive aggressive with the OKs to, you know, telling his team not to worry. Everything is good now.
Oh, tornado EMP onto the air checker. The only initiation on lockdown. What can Morel do here? Chain Frost on cooldown. He just walks in and starts clicking people. Manages to get a kill. DK Cobalt picks off the air checker on the back lines. Watch bottom lane. The Luna is split pushing. I like to win.
Yeah.
Getting a
This
bit
could
of...
be pretty good. He might get a lot of damage on bottom if he gets there fast enough.
Oh, if they can cancel the TP
Medusa's
of Medusa.
got no TP.
Yeah, or what?
He has no TP.
Okay, he's not interested in oh, they actually get a kill or a hook on Lich again. He is a magnet for these. Huh.
Alright. Nicely done. And, you know, Luna got half of bottom tower, got 800 damage on it, so not bad at all.
It's ridiculous. Completely for free?
Yeah, exactly. It's a victory for them. They made a lot of things happen.
Well,
They weren't able to like take racks or anything, but they did a lot.
They killed an Earthshaker, and that's what they gained. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. Earthshaker's their stun bot, right? Outside of the shaker, what do they have?
Huh. Okay, pipe complete on Timbersaw. He's a very beefy burger now. Pipe, Lotusaur.
Wait, did you just call him a beefy burger?
I did, Jim.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I thought it was an American thing. I thought you'd get me. So. I don't know.
I liked it.
Thanks. I'm trying to like make my vocabulary understandable by everyone. You know what I mean? I could throw in some Irish slang and no one will have a clue what I'm talking about.
Do it.
This mad Egypt in the top lane, bleeding, going massive.
What?
Yeah.
It sounded cool, at least.
I actually have to hold back my Irish accent as much as I possibly can. Okay, bottom lane, Beaver, just blinking away. Like, while Team Spirit do have the advantage in fights, they don't want to take them. They're in a position where they just want to relax and, you know, they're not press it. Oh, top lane. They picked up a Pikachu here. No mana on Iceberg. I don't think they isolate him. He still has his ulti and the BKB. If they're just trying to bait out the BKB charge. I don't know. Phobos is just kind of waddling away.
He's
oh,
still slow,
the Scotty's slow! And the Pit of Malice might be enough to kill Phobos. Who's laughing now? The Echo Slam used, Hook connects onto Blizzy. He kind of eats him and then walks away, decides against it. Iceberg walks completely away. Bottom lane though, they manage. I like to win. No way. I thought he was going to skip there. They used the Eclipse. Blade Mail was used. I like to win. Kind of cut it a bit close, but did the maths, I'm sure.
He was fine, man. He had his calculator open on his second monitor. He knew.
I'm sure he has one of them Casio watches. You know, the big massive ones that have the calculators on it?
That's pretty nifty for Dota. I gotta get one of those.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Imagine, like, killing Timbersaw makes a big difference now. He's given Luna a bit of that farm. He's their knight in shining armor in this game. He is their hope, actually.
Very true.
They need him to be able to push buildings at all. Top lane.
You know, if they ever get in a scenario like that again, where Luna's on a side lane, he can take.
Why is Luna farming the jungle right now? Actually, that's
he should be in lane for sure.
Now, Iceberg can stall for days, right? Ag's complete. He has a lot of levels in Wex, so their mana's gonna be burned. Beaver and I like to win. I'm just looking for these pickoffs. Am I able to nab one mid here? Daytime, they're spotted by the. Oh, he has his 4-step up as well. I don't think.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, but look at the way they can play, right? Luna can just cut any way she wants, basically. It's only Shaker, and hey, Shaker can only win one place at one time.
And then if FNG's in position, you can always hook out and go save. They managed to kill you, mate. On the Earth Shaker.
Shaker's down now. They can do anything they want on this map.
Okay, what's the play now?
They're gonna farm.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Be ready.
I'm ready. And look at where they're farming. Well, they completely fearless. Look, their fucking support is farming the camp closest to the Dire base.
Yeah, he's not afraid at all.
Nice ward in the bottom lane. Phobos has his Octarine core. If he chooses to buy it. Alright. There's a lot of magical damage, so he will be quite sustainable in the team fights. Low cooldowns on the cogs for some more mana burn. Battery assault will pretty much be always up. Oh, he has the 125 rocket flare now. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh,
this game feels like I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
I just really excited when I saw the talent tree. They changed the battery assault.
Yeah, gets it earlier now, 15, right? Yeah.
No, but look at the level 25 one. The interval.
Yeah,
is
that
lower.
looks pretty cool.
That looks really good. I'm pretty sure Timber won't be able to chain. Medusa mightn't be able to ulti. 0.3 seconds. It's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's very fast. And the damage too from it will be huge.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, this game, I was gonna say, this game's at a point where like M19 can. They're running to like catch people on the map, right? Even FNG on the Pudge is like still pushing and super hard to kill because you can't commit all your resources to kill this Pudge, right? It's just not worth it. But they see Iceberg, he can get Echo Slammed there. Oh, just kidding. Unlucky. Smoke gets popped around the trees and they're doing Roshan. I like the one's probably gonna pick this up too.
FNG pushing bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they can't deal with the split push just because their catch isn't very good, right? Look at their wards. Their wards are super deep, but they can't even get in a position where they can use these wards,
I don't think
right?
I've seen M19 on that side of the map since they placed the wards.
Exactly. They can't get back there because they're just dealing with these lanes all the time. And when you're the team that's pushing in all these lanes, you can start to make plays off it too. And Invoker's gonna hit us 20 soon. You know, the Cataclysm might be big. Tons of damage against these super tanky heroes.
Yeah. I'm pretty hyped. I
Right,
bet you
I
he'll
like
go
the
the
way
alacrity
this is-
damage speed though, because he understands that. When he looks at Cataclysm, he's like, what the hell does this even mean? Oh no, he got an
Maybe.
exort point. He might be good. Then they catch out Yume. Chainfrost is bouncing around the place. I like the wind's doing a lot of damage, but this Underlord Aura is kind of nerfing him quite a lot. He might
They're
have a...
really trying to go hard for this Medusa, but it's not working out.
They catch out... No, Lich lives!
Alright. I feel like that was such a big mistake trying to kill Medusa there, right? You can kill that Lich in 3 hits, and then you can start to hit the Underlord so he can't Dark Rift out.
They just go for the Underlord, right? Nyx, top lane. Underlord off the cold snap.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's about all she wrote, really. Pikachu. Trying to get EMP'd. The Guff Invoker. Oh, he forced us forward. You can... He does not care about wizards. Iceberg immediately walks away when he saw that. He's like, okay, sorry, dude. Look at FNG in the bottom lane, just looking for a pick. Unable to get the pick right now because of the lack of mana. Oh, on Iceberg, on the Invoker. You know, if he gets the hook and the eat, he mightn't have the Sunstrike won't be there to follow up. So there's no hope for them killing him.
There it is.
Yep. Just the abusive hook, really.
Yep, they get out of my lane hook.
The fact that FNG has this much farm, Blink, Force, you know, we spoke about the lack of lockdown on M19. When the support has Blink and Force on top of that.
Yeah, mobility is through the roof, so unless... you know, even if someone gets echoed, right, if they're facing the right way, they can just get forced after the Pudge can hook them out. He's got a Blink Dagger to help him reposition and everything.
Nice. Oh, well, it wasn't a max range Blink. That might cost Beaver here. He gets hexed up by the Timbersaw. EMP Tornado comes in.
Well, that's how you fix the lockdown problem, right? Hex.
Yeah, very nice. The recent buffs to Hex as well. I think if, this is kind of good. Iceberg wants to cancel. Oh, they're TPing the Underlord in. I don't know.
Dark Rifting it, okay.
I don't know. That's all 5 members. Iceberg might get surprised here. He gets Echo Slammed. He might be unable to use the cheese. Yeah, he just gets picked off immediately. But bottom lane, I like to win.
Bottom.
You need to react. Go, go, go.
There, buddy.
Fuck is used. Instant Hex from Nyx. He shifts Q down. Flame Mail on top of that. Yume's just melting. I like the wins in their base. He can... This is a Luna. You know, Lich is going to TP in.
You do not want to let Luna take this.
Oh boy, he's just dying too. It's the 1-by-1. Medusa, what's your answer? Nothing. Can't do anything. Oh my god, why would they go in with the Underlord?
Huge blunder.
And the hook out. Force that forward, FNG.
Alright. Just not showing any respect to this Luna hitting your base. I mean, dude, once that tier 3 tower dies, the racks fall so fast, right? The glaives just bounce back and forth forever.
I'm not sure what... Okay, I like the moxie on them. You know, with the Underlord TP top. It was a good idea, but the positioning of the waves was just not suitable for that move.
Right. They're struggling the entire game dealing with these waves, right? It's like this Pudge is such a big problem. Just sitting down here, rotting the waves forever. Even Underlord's trying to, like, push it back, but Pudge can force him to TP out if he ever hooks him. It's just giving them openings, because Team Spirit, they still don't want to 5v5 this Medusa, right?
No.
She's super tanky and everything, but that's the biggest advantage they have right now, is that they can play the map.
She also has too many items. She has to swap one in for a TP scroll, so she was slow to react there. That's what we saw. She had to swap it in.
She has a rapier and a quick buy too, because
yes, and she's gonna buy it right now. No. What does she drop? The boots?
I don't know.
I don't think you want to drop boots with this lack of lockdown.
No, I don't think you can. I guess it has to be the mask, but the mask is a lot of attack speed.
The DPS change won't even be that high. You know,
it's also like it's risky too, right? You're not going to be as fast in team fights.
You're not life stealing. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, he sold his mask for the rapier, so there it is.
Oh, rapier? Is it on? Oh shit!
It's in the game now.
All right, Pikachu got the rapier. Oh, okay.
He hits like every unit, right, with the split shot talent 2 plus 7 split shot targets.
Okay. New talent. Let's see what he can do here. Right? It's a good test of the Medusa changes.
Well, he's here, and I imagine that the enemy team are just gonna walk away.
Yep. I don't know. Lume's forced that forward. His teammate did that to him. Get in there, son!
Some frustration.
That is definitely frustration, yes. Well, they do have the Hex on the Timber now, so they have more control. Maybe to get a Hex on Underlord too. They can make up for their lack of lockdown with items. They definitely can.
That is true. You know, when you are lacking items, or lacking lockdown, you can always build for it, like some dashes, invisible blades, Hexes, Yules, and stuff.
Yeah.
That'll help with that.
How's the Volker getting on? Let's check out Ivan's items.
Oh, the Cataclysm.
Cataclysm? It actually nearly deafened me. They're going in on Pikachu. He's up, but he's just melting. The Rapier just falls down. It's in between all these wards here. They don't even notice the tornado hits on 2. There's a Deafening Blast follow-up. FMG gets in there. Ice Wall placed. Dark Grip. Very nice 4-staff. He died anyway, but game over.
Alright, just like that. Okay, that's not the way I expected Team Spirit to win the game, but the lack of lockdown really was the biggest blunder, right, for M19. They just couldn't deal with the split push, even though they were winning the fights. And when you can't deal with the split push, you can't force anything on the map, because when you go to, you know, they dark rifted to the top lane, picked off Iceberg, and then the whole time Luna's just hitting their base. What do you do?
I guess the moral of the story is just because you see an OP hero that has no counters in the pool, like Medusa, doesn't mean it's the right decision. Right, you
still gotta play the game, right?
Yeah, you still have to play Dota.
It's so hard to play Dota without stuns, especially when you're dealing with this split push stage of the game. Like the Hex on Timbersaw is nice, but just not enough, and it comes way too late.
Okay, thank you very much. That was game 1. M19 versus Team Spirit. We'll be back very, very soon with game 2. See you guys soon. This is the Captain's Draft 4.0 Minor.